Let me explain to you what R.A.T.E.S is. R.A.T.E.S is 5 letters, R.A.T.E.S, and they represent 5 primary principles that if you really practice them, that you're going to have a good organization, it's going to be productive, and it's going to last. R in R.A.T.E.S is for responsibility, and that's having and demonstrating the ability to give a favorable response to the needs of the client, the staff, your partners, and your donors. A is for accountability. Accountability is having and demonstrating the ability to give an accounting for what you're doing with your program, your project, but also fiscal accountability. What are you doing with the money and the resources that people have been giving you? The T in R.A.T.E.S is for technical ability. Technical ability is about engaging technology, using technology so that you can do whatever you're doing better. You need to use the computer, you need to get on the internet, you need to use whatever technology is available to make your programs run more effectively and more efficiently. And you know what? Technical ability is more than just using the technology that's available, but it's also having an understanding of the technical arena in your area of interest. So let's just say, for example, you're working with elderly people. You need to understand what are the laws or what are the policies that actually deal with operating an elderly program or a senior citizens program. That's the technical arena. What is required of you in order to have a successful program or project? E is for evaluation ability. And evaluation ability is having and demonstrating the ability to evaluate, to step back and assess, am I doing a good job? What do I need to make my organization run more efficiently? And have I done what I said I was going to do with the resources that I received? We need to be honest in our evaluation. We're going to talk about more about that. And in fact, if you're going to prepare a proposal, you had better have an evaluation component in your proposal. We're going to talk about how you can hire an evaluator. In fact, they want you to make sure that you have an independent evaluator because you're going to say what you want to hear to yourself. Now, you know that's the truth. Okay, and then S is for sustainability. And sustainability is having and demonstrating the ability to continue whatever it is that's good that you're doing. You want it to keep going. You know, one of the things that's been hurting our community is that when a person or an organization has a program or a project that seems to be working, that for some reason, because of a lack of resources, they shut down. And let me tell you what that does. That begins to develop hopelessness. It's almost to the point where people are like, I don't even know if I should trust this project or program, because if it's really working and I get involved in it and you're actually helping me and you don't have the money to keep it going, next year it won't exist anymore. So sustainability is so important. So when you prepare your grant proposal, you need to have something in there that says that even though I receive this money, no matter how much it is, I have something in mind that I'm going to do in order to make sure that I continue to get the resources that I need to continue this project if it's working. If it worked well with the evaluation, if I'm using the technology, if I've been accountable enough, and if I'm actually responding to the needs, I want to sustain. And that's what R.A.T.E.S is for. Now, if you apply those 5 principles diligently, I guarantee you, you are going to have a successful organization and you're going to have a strong structure and a strong foundation. You'll have a R.A.T.E.S foundation. And if you have a strong R.A.T.E.S foundation, it's going to come across in your proposals.